Hello, this is Sam speaking. Um, Starting a business is never easy. Uh, some people say it's easy, but to me, well, it's easy. Probably the first of the business is easy, but growing that business is very tough. It's really tough. And during this time, COVID-19, right, everywhere in the world, the business face a lot of challenges. Too much challenge to handle. So I really suggest all of you watching me tonight, right? Try to find the big ideas for your life, big dream. Try to dream very big. But when you start, you need to start very small. This is really important. So um, a lot of people ask me, why need to start small? Why need to start small? Why don't we do it big? Some people think big business probably if you do it right, probably big income will come to you. You can get a big income as a result of doing a big business. Spending half a million, some people spending like 200K dollars to start their first business, and then they might think that it will generate a big income, fast return, big income, fast return. This is what most people think about, right? That's what most people think about. But if you think about starting small, what's happened when you start small? What's the difference? What the difference between starting small and starting big? Starting big, you might get big returns, you might get it fast, right? But starting small, there is nothing different. You start, you learn from that small business. With the big business, you also learn from that big business. Am I right? Yeah. So the difference only the money. And you remember what I said in the previous video? Great entrepreneurs never dream about money. They don't dream about money. They dream about their life goal. They want to achieve something. They want to make a difference in this universe. They want to make a difference in people's life. So they don't care about the money. And you can see now, most of them, right? The richest men in the world, probably in Asia, we have seen many as well, right? Like CP founder, like Mr. Robert Cook, some Singaporeans billionaires. You might see some of them. They start with little money and they want to get a lot of money, like probably legacy. But they don't dream about money when they start their own business. When they start their own business. So I'm trying to show you that when you start small, you have the opportunity to learn like the big company as well. There is nothing different. You have the opportunity to learn. So entrepreneurship is not about the size. No matter what size is your business, no matter what size is your business, you still can learn. The small company and big company, small startup and big startup, you spend like 200K to open a restaurant, and then you spend like let's say $5,000 to start a street food. Yeah, it's nothing different. You learn how to do the marketing, you learn how to cook, you learn how to manage the money, you learn how to manage the production, you learn how to do the thing with the suppliers. So all that thing happen at the big restaurant as well, right? Yeah. So in this video, I hope that You guys will learn how to dream very big, right? Solve big problem, take your business to global. Um, and after you dream, you need to start really small. So the video here, I'm going to show you how to start a business with little money, right? Dream very big, but start very small. Start with little money and learn to grow from that small startup. This is what I have spent my life for. I'm trying to find the best way for the people, the younger people, to start with little money. And so far, we at my company, we have helped so many people to do this, right? So I'm going to show you too. I hope people from the Philippines, from Indonesia, from Thailand, from Vietnam, from Singapore, from Malaysia know about this, especially the younger people, right? So there is way we can start with little money. So rule number one, point number one, right? Point number one, find idea that make money. This is really important. A lot of people spending their entire life working for others, spending so much time working for others because why? Because they don't have the money to start up their own dream. And they dream big and they start big and they don't have the money so they cannot start. So the problem is not they don't have the money but they don't have the idea that make money. So when you don't have money, it's not because of you don't have money to start, it is because you don't have the idea that make that money, right? So you can see many entrepreneurs, yes, as I know, like Bill Gates, Masayoshi Son from Japan, a lot of people here in Asia, like um, Mr. Robert Cook, like CP founders, um, they don't have the money too. But why they can start their own business? Because they start from little and they find idea that make money first. They find the idea first. So like Bill Gates, Masayoshi Son, they sold idea to get the money to hire people to start their business. Masayoshi Son friend, um, instead of working for themselves, thinking about the idea that can make money, that can sell, they go to work for other people. They go to work very hard to get the money and to pay the school. But Masayoshi Son didn't do that. So he just spent some time to think about the idea, to think about the idea that he can sell. Yeah, and a few months later, he made the electronic dictionary and he sold it to shop. He sold he sold it to shop. This is really amazing, right? So point number one, I think you can do the same. You can do the same. So make uh, some money from selling the ideas. That's point number one. Number two, what you can do in order to start a business with little money, what you can do is to make and sell project. This is really important. Make and sell project. You should know how to make a project. A project is a business plan, right? It's just a business plan. So here in Asia, I recommend farming projects. Yeah, like chicken, duck, or you can do duck, or you can do like prawn farming or other seafood farming. So what you can do is just spend a small portion of land and do it and make it like some projects uh, that you can go franchise. Yeah, here in Cambodia, I've been helping several people now to start something like this. So I hope you guys can do in the Philippines and Indonesia. You can start small agriculture projects, very small, and then you can sell the franchise of that project. And some people even can get the money from selling that projects to get the investment, and then they start their own business. You think it's good? It's really good. That's really good. So what you need to do is to have a sample of that small farming, right? And then you can sell franchise. If you message to me, I'm going to show you how to sell franchise. And I'm going to do video on franchise too. There's a huge opportunity in doing the franchise, right? I'm going to show you another time. Okay. The final points that can help you to start a business with little money is to follow the SS strategy. What is SS strategy? It's a small startup strategy. This is very important strategy for young people to do, to follow. What you can do with this strategy is to find the customer before you find the company, before you found the company. You have to find the customer before you found the company. So instead of going straight to register your company, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Just go to find your customer. So some people, let's say, they they don't even spend money on production. They just take other people products and they sell it. So they find the customer first, and then they found the company, right? That's number one. So if you want to do as a strategy, you need to put the office, the shop online first. So what you can do is to use the Facebook for a while, right? You can do the Facebook online. You can do on the website as well. So this is how you start with little money. How you start with little money. This way can help you to start with little money because you don't spend money on the main street. You don't spend money on the rent. So you just take other people product and sell, and you put the shop on Facebook. That's cool, right? Yeah. And also, when you start the business, you have to think about selling before producing. If you start to produce a lot of products and then you start finding the customer, you start going and selling, it will waste a lot of money. Yeah. You might need a lot of money to do that. But if you in reverse, if you do the opposite, you start selling first, you find the customer first, and then you produce later, you make that product later, that you will save a lot of money. Okay? So, again, to start the business with little money, you have to do the 3 point as I said above. So number one is to find the idea that make money. Remember, this is very important for young people that doesn't have a lot of money. Okay. Number two is you need to learn how to make and sell the projects. Okay, and that project you can sell on a franchise. You can go franchise with that project. And finally, it's the SS strategy. It's a small startup strategy you need to follow. So by following these 3 points, I think you can start the business easier, right? Because with little money. And before I go, right, I would like to remind you that starting a business with little money is the best strategy ever in startup. Because when you fall, when you do the small startup and when you fall, it doesn't hurt. You know, it doesn't hurt. And it's very easy to get up. But if you do like $500,000 and it is your first time to start the business, it is your first time to start a business and you do like $1 million, $500,000, and you took and you take the your saving, your entire life saving. Some people like 20 years of working, saving capital, and then use that capital, that money, to burn in their startup, like $500,000. And when the business go bankrupt, like during this COVID-19, right? It's really sad story. I want to tell you, it's really sad story. You won't be able to get up again because it's too much money. So why not start small and you can learn the same as the big one, and you can grow big as the big one as well. I'm going to show you a few more strategy that can help you reach out to the big business next time to grow big, go global, and start with very little money. Okay, so see you again. Do subscribe my channel before you go because I'm going to show you a lot more idea in startup. See you again. Thank you.